Viewer discretion is advised.
Jumping jacks by itself, are you going to join him?
27 men and women from around the world will meet in the heart of Central Virginia with the same goal. Become a Chesterfield County police officer.
Sir, you're under arrest.
Together, they will be tested as they take the journey. The recruits of the Chesterfield County Police Department's 73rd Basic Academy are entering the second phase of their training, but are about to face mental, emotional, and physical challenges that will push them far past their comfort zone.
Driving and firearms, we put that towards the beginning of the academy because if it's something that you just can't overcome, if it's something that's just not for you, you'll make that decision yourself. So if they can't do it, they can't do it. But really the next month and a half to 2 months is going to be pretty stressful for them. They have driving, shooting, and they come straight back in defensive tactics, which is physically demanding every day. And that from defensive tactics, it jumps straight into taser, pepper spray, and it jumps straight into CPR and first aid. It is a long month and a half, 2 months of just physically and mentally demanding every day, outside of work, at work. It really does push them as far as we can push them.
Right now we're just in driving training. We're trying to learn some pursuits, some driving techniques, reversing, skid pan, like recovering from off when you go off the track and stuff like that.
During Emergency Vehicle Operations Course, or EVOC, recruits learn to safely and appropriately operate a police vehicle during various situations. They must pass all courses.
It's a good time. It's exciting. A little bit of a spin out, but it's a learning experience. We just did speed laps. It's 3.5 laps on the course. The goal of it is to go as fast as you can. It's timed. It's a lot of fun. Definitely not really what I expected. I thought I'd be a lot more relaxed with it. It was a little stressful for me just because I'm not used to driving that fast on so many turns and all that.
We always going into the weather. Like, we don't know what's going to happen, so we got to be prepared for every situation. So let's get that. Learning how to do that, that's pretty much the best thing to do. Like preparing us for the most part.
Today they just took us on hot laps, which is basically just as fast as you can go around the whole thing. 3 laps apiece, counterclockwise and clockwise. It was kind of intense. It was a lot of fun. You definitely don't go that fast on a regular day.
We're practicing the qual course today to get ready for tomorrow, for our first scoring for tomorrow.
The recruits are required to pass several different courses of fire during firearms training. If they are unable to do so, they will be removed from the academy.
So, started shooting for the first time a couple days ago. First time holding a gun. When I say that I hyperventilated, that's not a lie. I was making the instructors nervous. Yeah, it was, for the past couple days we've just been shooting, and we did our first qual course running through it, and I did pretty well.
So when I get up, as I start to say the simultaneous.
Defensive tactics combines physical endurance and mental toughness. The recruits will learn to safely handcuff and, when necessary, subdue a suspect.
Sir, you're under arrest.
We are practicing the skill we learn, takedowns. We're doing it right now in the fast speed, somewhere that we see like if we could concentrate when we tire or when we're chasing someone.
Recruits are exposed to taser and pepper spray in order to justify using these less than lethal pieces of equipment.
We're about to get Vexord sprayed, pepper sprayed. I'm thinking it's gonna hurt a lot. A little nervous, but I think it's necessary to be a police officer.
These processes are supervised by training and medical staff. After exposure, the recruits will be able to testify to their effects from personal experience. The recruits will also be able to empathize with suspects before and after exposure.
If you're in a fight with a bad guy and your partner accidentally sprays you or sprays the suspect's face and the suspect moves and it gets you on the other side, are you going to be able to tap out, disengage, and say, I'm done?
No, sir.
Because you have an objective to achieve, right?
Yes, sir.
You've got to accomplish a mission, right?
Yes, sir.
So you got to fight through.
Yes, sir.
That's what this is about.
I'm very nervous. Couldn't hardly get any sleep last night. Haven't had an experience like this before. And don't know what's coming. Don't know how bad it's going to sting, how bad it's going to hurt. And just hoping for the best right now.
This is about to suck, but we all got to do it. It'll be worth it. It's just going to happen regardless.
Go.
Run fast.
Intimidation.
Speak against oppression or intimidation.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Oh my God.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Right.
Breathe.
Sir, you're under arrest.
Let's go, Hicks. You got it, buddy.
I'll get the other one, Hicks. I'll get the other one. Stand right there, Hicks. Don't move.
I'm hating it. I'm hating it.
Stand up. Keep your head up. Get over here, you. Nope.
Strike. Get back. Weapon.
It hurts. It stings. Come on. Lies
feeling right?
No.
You get through it.
Awful, sir.
I feel like my face is literally on fire. It's definitely very effective, so I would have to use it in a situation where I would deem it extremely necessary because of the effects.
This is hurt.
Gotta stay strong, Jack. Come on. Come on.
Hey, hi, Mom. Hi, family.
We're all doing it together. We got it. Come on. It's just a little pain. Keep it up. Keep it up, guys.
That was excruciating. Felt like 10 years. It was just very painful.
That was the worst experience, or worst pain I've ever felt. Nothing like it.
We got sprayed after lunch, and it was hell in a can. I don't wish that stuff on my worst enemy. It was pretty tough.
So we're getting tased today. We're having our voluntary exposures, and I think we're all a little nervous.
How bad it's gonna hurt and where I'm gonna fall, and hopefully somebody can hold me up because I'm pretty big.
I'm pretty nervous, but I also think that it's going to be a lot better than getting pepper sprayed, so.
Put this into 2 lines and get you guys through it, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you need more rings? Can you say what's back?
All right.
You'll thank me later.
So, spies ready?
Yes, sir.
Volunteer ready?
Yes, sir.
Some people don't bleed at all.
It was a lot better than I expected it to be, but it hurt a lot.
All right. Volunteer ready. Yes, sir. Spires ready. Yes, sir.
To the pose there.
I hurt a lot worse than I thought it was going to.
Right now, take that and then slide it along the edge.
We're doing all right. Yeah, I couldn't move my lower half, but you know, it's all right now. We're fine.
My butt is still vibrating.
Spires ready? Yes, sir. Volunteer ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lay it down, lay it down.
Yes, sir.
Volunteer ready.
Yes, sir.
Lay it down. Lay him down.
Yes, sir. Spotters ready? Yes, sir.
I feel awesome. It hurts, but
you're gonna have to go to the bathroom.
This is a good experience.
Spotters ready?
Yes, sir.
Volunteer ready?
Yes, sir.
Relax.
Ow! 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 Ah! God, that hurts.
How was that, Julie?
A great ride, sir.
They can keep my taser. I don't need it.
You gotta look at his face like this.
And the Vic sword. Good.
Give me a scale of 1 to 10.
1,000. It felt like all of this right here was just getting tighter and tighter, like it just wanted to crack. But it's good.
That's awesome.
Let's see, we started off with EVOC, the driving. That was a great time, had a lot of fun, driving fast, braking hard, learning how to pull people over and all that good stuff. It was a lot of learning, but all of this has been. Shooting was another great time. I love to shoot, but had a lot of bad habits to break to learn how to shoot properly. So that was a big learning curve for a lot of us, especially people that have been shooting a lot. But that was great fun. And then we went on to get pepper sprayed, which was probably the worst experience of my life. I just thinking about it, I think I feel it in my eyes sometimes. Taser was a very interesting weapon to learn. I think a lot of us are actually looking forward to doing building clearing and things like that, getting to really get some movement in there and apply all of what we've learned into one sort of cohesive unit and really just come together as a team and knock that out. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
The 73rd Basic Recruit class so far has done their defensive tactics. They have done their EVOC driving and their firearms. And those courses are designed to be difficult and challenging. It helps them come together as a team and kind of reinforces that team mentality. I will say to this point, though, these recruits have kind of had some resistance in regards to the team building. We're lacking a level of maturity, and I say that in regards to we don't have the older recruits that we normally have. And so they are coming together and they are making progress. We're just not quite where we need to be, but we're going to get there. The recruit class is getting ready to start learning traffic law, and then they're going to learn traffic stops. That's broken up into 2 sections, regular traffic stops and then of course high risk. Traffic is a huge component of what our uniformed officers do every day, and so this is extremely important for these recruits before they transition to what we call their field experience training. It's a huge learning experience for them. It reinforces everything that they've learned to this point. And then once they come back from that, they're obviously going to be in class a lot. There's a lot of legal stuff that they have to learn, and there's only so many ways that you can teach that. And so there will be a transition from a lot of this hands-on stuff into more of a classroom environment.